So this is Cooking at Home by David Chang, and Priya Krishna is co-writer. And this book, the idea is stop relying on your recipes. You can use your microwave. You can use frozen vegetables. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can taste your way through a recipe. He talks about how his mother and his grandmother have never followed a recipe. They never will. And I think that's a very story and song philosophy in the kitchen. We might grab 4 recipes for something and take bits and pieces out and then make it our own. And the funny thing is this is very much how I am now. I'll substitute anything in a recipe. It doesn't bother me if we don't have this. You can use a different seasoning. I never used to be like that. I was the complete opposite. Even when I was cooking when I was 16 and would ask my mom to buy stuff at the grocery store, and she would say, we have this, you can just use this. I was like, no, we need this, it says this. And then I just stopped being like that because you don't always have the materials. And he does talk about how it limits what you can make because you only have so much. Not everyone has some truffle something in their pantry or anything like that. I mean, this chapter is called Things I Love to Microwave. I will chuck almost anything into a microwave. And his co-author, Priya Krishna, she mentions how she was trying to keep up with him and she was trying to watch him cook and learn the recipes as they went. And she would ask him, okay, how much salt did you put in that? How much, tomato paste? And he was like, I don't know. I'm just tasting, I'm just kind of tasting my way through it. So, and that's just, it's what I do. I find it the easiest. And if you just write it down, because we have to write it down to make it work for us and other people. If you just write it down as you're doing it, start off with small quantities, work your way up, use what you already have, and you can make anything with what you already have. That's a big part of this book. It's more information. It doesn't have a ton of pictures. It has some pictures, but it's more teaching you just go with it. Let's see. He is also the author of How to Eat a Peach. Oh. Yeah, that's a memoir. He has quite a few restaurants. He's got a lot of things going on, so he's a pretty talented guy. But I do like this book as a gift because not everyone, I think it can be intimidating to cook if you don't really have the knack for it or if you don't think you do. But if you're reading a recipe that's just kind of toss a little bit of garlic and see if you like how it tastes. Toss a little bit of salt, then see if see if that's right to you. I like that, and I think other people would like that too. It's almost like not a workbook, but it's like kind of like a textbook. That's what it reminds me of, but in a fun way. So I do really like this book.
How refreshing.
Very.
Have a different way of approaching food rather than so linear and so measured.
Exactly. I've never come across a cookbook like this, and I really, really enjoy it. I really do.